I've noticed things. She smells like mop water, and somebody needs to tell her.
I don't care. White man. But you touch me. Let go.
Stop resisting. Stop kicking.
Stop. Hey, let go.
Joseline Hernandez is breaking down, and it's not just over any breakup. Her fiancé, Ballistic Beats, didn't just leave, he moved on and reportedly got his new girlfriend pregnant. This shocking news has shattered Joseline's world, leaving fans wondering if her larger-than-life personality and tough girl attitude can withstand the heartbreak. It's been a wild ride for reality star Joseline Hernandez, whose life has always seemed to be a non-stop roller coaster of fame, love, and plenty of drama. Known for her fearless, no-holds-barred attitude, Joseline has been a mainstay on our screens, winning over fans with her boldness and attitude. But today, the news swirling around Joseline isn't about a new show or a new music project. It's a raw, emotional fallout after her fiancé, Ballistic Beats, allegedly moved on and is expecting a baby with another woman. This shocking revelation has left her struggling in a way we've never seen before. Let's rewind a bit. Joseline and Ballistic's love story started out with plenty of promise. The two went public in 2019, and fans were thrilled, thinking Joseline had finally found her happily ever after. Ballistic, a music producer with a career of his own, seemed to bring a balance to Joseline's wild personality. Together, they worked on music, took reality TV by storm, and quickly became an iconic pair, starring in shows like Love and Hip Hop Miami, Marriage Boot Camp, and Joseline's Cabaret. When Ballistic proposed, it looked like a match made in heaven. In September of that same year, Joseline took to social media with heartfelt words, calling him the sweetest man and saying she wanted to spend her entire life by his side. It was a love story that seemed unbreakable. But cracks in their relationship started to show, and as we all know, things were never entirely smooth. Reports of arguments and disagreements between Joseline and Ballistic popped up, hinting at tensions behind the scenes. While the couple seemed to put on a united front, sources close to the pair say that they were dealing with a lot. Ballistic, who was rumored to be seeking stability, seemed increasingly frustrated with Joseline's unpredictable nature and what he described as her lack of maturity in certain situations. Rumors also started flying that Ballistic felt disrespected by Joseline's public antics. Joseline's feuds with other celebrities, her unpredictable behavior, and explosive drama made headlines on multiple occasions. For a man looking for peace, it was reportedly a lot to handle. This tension was evident on reality shows, where we saw glimpses of the turmoil within their relationship. Ballistic and Joseline had blow-ups that left fans wondering if their love could survive.
Dinero, 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 dinero. Dinero, 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 dinero. When that potato funky, funky. You ever heard of that? You ever heard of this right here? Right here? That's what you did right here. Just that. And we resource in 28 days. You can get that. I'm about to do it right now.
The drama between Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé, Ballistic Beats' real name Robin Angema, is getting even messier. Rumor has it that Ballistic has decided to part ways with Joseline, reportedly moving on to someone new. But that's not the whole story, it gets even spicier. Word on the street is that Ballistic didn't hold back on why he's calling it quits. Allegedly, he called Joseline out for poor hygiene, claiming she wasn't as fresh as she could be. Harsh, right? Now, we can't say for sure if any of this is true, but it's not the first time Joseline's cleanliness has been questioned. Other people, including Carissa, have taken shots at her hygiene in the past, making similar claims. Being dumped over something like that, that's a tough blow. The drama's thick, and you know we'll be watching how this one unfolds. Back in April 2019, Joseline and Ballistic went public on Instagram, and everything seemed like a fairy tale. With Ballistic, a skilled music producer, by her side, they not only made music, but also dominated reality TV, appearing on shows like Love and Hip Hop Miami, Marriage Boot Camp, and Joseline's Cabaret. By September that year, they were officially engaged, with Joseline sharing a heartfelt birthday post about Ballistic. calling him the sweetest man and asking him to spend the rest of your natural life with me. She promised love, loyalty, and more. But things have taken a serious turn for the worse. Now, Ballistic is allegedly moving on, airing Joseline's dirty laundry literally. The whole situation is escalating into a full-blown drama fest. Whether or not these hygiene claims hold any truth, this breakup has definitely grabbed everyone's attention. And let's face it, Joseline might have some serious cleaning up to do, both figuratively and maybe even literally. Let's be real, anyone thinking they can come for Joseline and come out unscathed must be seriously out of touch. Joseline has a well-earned reputation. She doesn't play games, and if you so much as look at her sideways, she's ready to throw hands. We're talking about the same Joseline who went toe-to-toe with armed cops and came out of it telling her story. Now that is the kind of energy we're here for. Did Carissa really think she could take shots at Joseline's hygiene and not expect some major backlash? Come on. And what's even crazier is that Carissa isn't the first to drop hints about Joseline's alleged odor. There have been rumors circulating about Miss Joseline's scent for quite some time now. Let's be clear, Carissa was definitely being messy, but maybe instead of going straight for the physical response, Joseline could consider some solutions. After all, everyone can't be making up the same story, right? This whole stanky saga kicked off just days ago when Joseline made a guest appearance on the Anti-podcast hosted by Tokyo Tony, Tia KM, and yes, Carissa herself. The tension in the room was thick the moment Joseline walked in, like a pot of gumbo simmering on high. And Joseline? She was ready for action. She didn't hold back, calling Carissa a crusty old woman and accusing her of jealousy because Joseline's got 20 years on her, with plenty of receipts to prove it, while Carissa's still clinging to some dusty dreams. But Joseline didn't stop there. She turned it up, bragging about her Zeus network millions and how she's putting young girls on the map while Carissa's son is locked up in jail. That was a low blow if there ever was one. Then Joseline went all in, calling out Carissa's bad breath and lack of style. Joseline was roasting her like it was a family cookout, and Carissa, she just took it, didn't flinch or back down. This feud is far from over, and I can't wait to see what happens next. It might have been an embarrassing moment for Carissa, but she's not about to let Joseline have the last word. Fast forward to the present. The news that Ballistic has not only moved on, but is reportedly expecting a child with his new girlfriend came as a bombshell. Joseline's reaction to the split has been described as heartbreaking. She's reportedly devastated, not just by the breakup, but by the humiliation of seeing her former fiancé publicly moving on and starting a family with someone else. Fans have taken to social media, expressing their shock and heartbreak for her, noting that even the strongest personalities have their breaking points. What makes this situation even more difficult is the way Ballistic has been vocal about why he left. Allegedly, he's been saying that the split happened because he couldn't see a future with Joseline. Rumor has it, he's even been airing out grievances about their personal life, suggesting that the relationship had long been on shaky ground. Ballistic's move to share these intimate details has left Joseline feeling hurt and betrayed, as he was someone she trusted completely. Now, Joseline's breakdown isn't just coming from the pain of losing a fiancé. It's the feeling of her entire world falling apart. She was building a life with Ballistic, and the idea of him moving on to someone else, and especially fathering a child, has shaken her deeply. Insiders close to Joseline report that she's struggling with feelings of rejection and inadequacy. For someone known for being larger than life and having a thick skin, this public breakup has been a test like none other. Social media has been a bittersweet place for her, too. While some fans have rallied around her, others have poked fun, mocking her heartbreak and bringing up her past behavior. This level of scrutiny has only made it harder for Joseline to recover, as every move she makes seems to be put under a microscope. Now, fans and industry insiders are asking, what's next for Joseline? Can she bounce back from this heartache? And will we see the strong, fierce Joseline we've always known return to her former self? Friends close to Joseline say that she's already trying to throw herself back into work, using her upcoming projects as a distraction from her pain. For Joseline, work has always been her solace, a place where she can shine and forget her troubles, if only temporarily. It's likely that she'll channel her pain into her music, as many artists do. Her fans are hopeful that she'll use this heartbreak as inspiration, maybe even as a chance to reinvent herself. Joseline has been through countless ups and downs, and each time she's found a way to come back stronger. This time may be different, though, as she's not just dealing with a breakup, but the loss of the life she envisioned. A few days after that explosive interview went viral, Carissa took to IG Live with plenty to get off her chest. While she hadn't dared to confront Joseline directly during the interview, she was all too ready to speak up from behind the screen. Carissa spilled it all, accusing Joseline of having an unpleasant odor and claiming that Joseline made the producers cut parts of the interview to make it seem like Carissa was attacking her out of nowhere. And here's where it gets juicier. Carissa alleges that when Joseline first entered the room, a noticeable smell filled the air. Initially, people assumed it was a cameraman who wasn't too familiar with soap. But soon enough, it supposedly became obvious that the odor was coming from Joseline's private area. The shade was intense, and this drama is far from over. Grab some popcorn, because it's just starting to heat up. The gossip scene is buzzing, with people saying Carissa should have kept that same energy in person instead of waiting to talk smack online. One person commented, respectfully, "If you've ever been around Joseline, you know this." But according to some, it's not even gossip, since Joseline herself supposedly claims she skips deodorant for environmental reasons. Another person chimed in, "Now that I've heard Carissa's side and watched the show playback, Carissa was blanking out and looking like something was funky, lol. But wait, this drama train wasn't about to slow down." People were quick to point out that this wasn't the first time Joseline's been accused of, well, having an off aroma, and they wasted no time dragging her all over again. Fans were saying Joseline might want to explore some personal care solutions rather than throwing hands at everyone who dares to mention her alleged odor situation. And of course, Carissa couldn't let it rest. Feeling especially bold, she slid into the comments, throwing even more shade by accusing Joseline of having a BBL on top of everything else. Like, girl, haven't you had enough? Carissa was fully leaning into the drama, making sure to milk every last bit of messiness from this whole ordeal. She even said, "They're out here getting BBLs and forgetting they hold funk." The first time Joseline's alleged hygiene issues made waves was way back in 2017 during her feud with Michelle. Joseline didn't hold back, getting petty by bringing up that infamous incident where rapper Uncle Murda accused Michelle of having a certain smell. Joseline even got specific, suggesting home remedies and DIY solutions for Michelle to manage that supposed funk. As for Ballistic, he's reportedly staying quiet about his new relationship and the baby on the way. While he's been open about some of the issues he had with Joseline, sources say he's trying to avoid turning this into an even bigger media circus. He's aware that people are speculating about his new relationship, but he's choosing to focus on building a future with his new girlfriend, keeping things as low-key as possible. Public opinion has been divided. Some fans believe Joseline is getting a taste of her own medicine, given her fiery personality and her past conflicts. But others sympathize, pointing out that everyone deserves love, and this situation is an especially cruel turn of events. Social media has been flooded with posts expressing shock, sympathy, and even judgment, with fans of love and hip-hop and marriage boot camp chiming in with their thoughts. Many are questioning if Ballistic was ever truly committed to Joseline or if he was just waiting for the right moment to make his exit. The revelation of him moving on so quickly and fathering a child with someone else has left people wondering if he was mentally out of the relationship long before he officially ended things. In the end, this is undoubtedly one of the most vulnerable times in Joseline Hernandez's life. The once unbreakable Puerto Rican princess is facing a battle that goes beyond fame, drama, and the spotlight. This is a battle of heartbreak, acceptance, and possibly redemption. Will Joseline rise from the ashes, finding strength through this heartbreak? Or will the pain and public humiliation change her for good? Stay tuned, because if we know Joseline, she'll be back and the next chapter is going to be a wild one.